What? Stop playing. Stop playing. I'm talking about, look, y'all. Look on my favorite bag. They say this shit ain't easy. I found a goddamn, it's just a bullshit little game online you play for free. You Spider-Man, you got your goddamn, you gotta try to goddamn do that shit without running in the goddamn walls and shit. But it's just like his hands and shit. But it's your hands, so it's like, but you gotta do that shit, so you be like,
so you gotta keep your mind sharp.
I mean, it's just like if you, okay, for example, you do, what you like doing? You do yoga and shit like that?
I like yoga, yeah.
Okay, say you want to do some yoga. You throw the shit on, put in, you put the program. You might have a whole class. You can actually have your friends, they can get a career, but they got them too. You see friends and shit, so it's like, you can have a yoga instructor, they got boxing, they got all that shit. So,
wow.
You know, yeah, so it's not just like a
I want
couch
to
potato
see
shit.
that.
That shit fire. The Oculus Quest.
I want to see
I'll
it.
show you. I show it to you. If
Yeah.
you came to my house do this shit, then I probably would have had it on.
Yeah.
That shit is
I want
stupid
to see
fun.
that shit.
And then you like a nigga going on Facebook and shit, right? Okay, now for example, they got this shit called the big screen. On the big screen, it's just like it sounds. You go to a movie theater. Just like I'm sitting here looking at you now. I could be sitting in a room that start right here. There's a big ass movie theater and it feel like it because, like I said, visual.
Yeah. And
that shit ridiculously real as far as the perception of you really in that environment, because when you turn you can look away from the TV. You see the wall behind the TV. You see the dirty ass floor, but all whatever. Yeah. I put my goddamn shit on like this right here. It's like, God damn. I forgot what my back patio looked like in the virtual. This shit like a big ass back patio with big ass palm trees. I don't know what planet we on because that shit turned to mesas and palm trees on the edge of the fucking valley with some mountains.
It's a whole new world.
And so, yeah, and then this shit like, I got one board that I chill on, like, you know how you be on the computer and you have your favorite backgrounds on your phone, whatever. Look at it like that. But say when I go to my home screen, I'm in outer space inside some hover looking shit. Just floating in space with a big ass screen in front of me and I'm goddamn picking apps and shit. Shit's crazy, son. Like, trust me, you put that shit on, it's like, it's just, all it is just like anything else. You want to immerse yourself. Dude made virtual reality in like the 70s or something. This is Cracker here, roster. Big ass dreads and shit, cool as fuck. Tell you don't never smoke weed and make computer shit. But when he invented shit, he said, I didn't invent shit just for motherfucker try to make a game out of it. That's one aspect of it. He said, because he like music and shit. If I remember this correctly, if I'm misquoting you, sir, this was a very long time ago. I don't think I was even 20. But he was like, I made it so that you could do things that you could think of that were, for the most part, impossible in the real world. But in the virtual world, the theoretical can be actually kind of practically applied, which is, and the fucking pathway for that was software. Virtual reality is just a software world instead of hardware. You need one piece of hardware. Fool your fucking eyes into believing you see that shit. After that, it's crunk. So you look at my Facebook play. I'm riding a goddamn, I got this shit called roller coasters. I'm riding a roller coaster, but you can either race, ride the roller coaster regular, but you can shoot like that. You got these little things, you shoot targets and shit.
Man, I definitely got to
that
see
shit
that.
tight as fuck, Charlie. They got like gun range, they got like, you can go fishing. But not just that though, but they got like, you know, you play racing and all that shit. Like, I got the Darth Vader shit. I got like move everything back in the living room because you gotta have another room.
You gonna be fucking shit.
No, it ain't fuck shit. You gotta be safe with it.
Okay.
Because what it does is, you know, they done thought of all this. They ain't just give you shit to block your vision and just let you just ride off. You have to do what they call a guardian. So say you got to clear, you find a big clear area. Like say we clear your floor back. Like matter of fact, I need to come over here and play my shit. Your shit is.
Yeah, all this shit moves.
I'm saying you got a lot of fucking room.
I really believe in
I just
transition.
brought that shit with me.
And like moving shit around.
You move the shit out of the way, you have a big clear area. And then you take the thing, you aim it at the floor, it look like a laser. And you make a big ass laser square. That's considered the safe area. If you go too close to the edge of that square, it'll cut that shit out where you see.
Okay, good.
So you can't do asshole shit. You gotta make a guardian to play. If it ain't enough room, it'll tell you ain't no room for a guardian. So you can play in stationary position. And in stationary position, you have to sit down. You put a little circle around you like you gotta sit down.
You can't really
so if you're gonna play sit down, you can't do all this, it's gonna be like,
I be jumping even when we have
But that's cool.
I'm like,
no, that's cool. But that's when you clear the floor.
Okay.
But if you you gotta have enough room so you can make a safety area. But anyway, I had enough room in the living room, but it's kind of like the way I had the shit drawn. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to move this shit all the way back. Cause on the little Darth Vader game, when you first train you, little thing come out and it be like flying around trying to shoot you and shit, like on Star Wars. You got to block that shit with your lightsaber and you use the force and shit. But if you touch that little barrier, that shit'll flip around the whole other way and then shoot you in your back. So you might want to have another room, but the shit just so ill when you see it. You see it, damn, you should came up my house. Good player.
Can help with like I think stuff like that
I
helps
find
with
out you like play
imagination.
video games. I kidnap you.
I haven't played video
like
games in like forever, but from what I'm learning, like that shit is making hella bread. It's widening people's imaginations. Like people are also using it as therapy. People are using it for like training, like all different types of shit. Like I didn't know.
That's what I'm saying.
Like I literally had no clue.
Think about it like this. You gotta go in, military application, police, you know, you been using that shit. Think you can send a little robot in there, disarm bomb, whatever. Throw them shits on. It'd be way more easy to control the robot and to be more minute if it looked like you're looking through his eyes instead of on the screen.
True.
Or definitely not the old school looking at it like that. That's why now when you get drones, they be having a camera on them. You never know that? Almost all drones have a camera now. But now, you can have VR drone so that when the motherfuckers be like murking your ass overseas and shit, they don't have to lose no soldiers. They got niggas sitting in the motherfucking room.
Yeah. That's
been sitting around since the 70s playing video games. So, what you don't understand about this generation, okay, you got millennials, right?
Yeah.
Before that, what you got? Like, what they call them niggas?
What's before millennials? I don't even know. I'm blanking.
Generation Next. And then it's us, X. Okay. You got X and X and millennials. With X, they started to, when I was about 10, 11, Atari came out. One button, joystick. Batman, don't come, all that shit. Yeah. They came out with like Intellivision, Atari 5200, ColecoVision. It just started getting crunk. Nigga had steering wheel driving cars, you know what I'm saying? The thing, you got Xbox, you know what I'm saying? All that shit, Sega Master System, blah, 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 blah. PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, virtual reality. It's all the same shit, but get what? 3 generations of niggas using their eyes to train. They find, which we already got some of the finest motor control as far as the type of shit that you know, like motherfuckers be having like claws and talons and shit. We got hands. Shit don't be having hands.
Yeah.
It's 206 bones in our body. I think 100 of them in the hands. If you know, baby, I got more bones than folks. My point is, 100 in your hands. That means that's where all the goddamn bones is at. But that's because you need to be able to, you know what I mean? So I don't care how smart you is. If you got some baseball mid-ass hands, you can't express your idea because it's you're more advanced than like your surroundings or whatever. It's like a nigga know how to make a time machine, but the shit he need to make it don't exist yet. But if he had that shit, he straight to make it. Like, man, some bullshit. Fuck, I get stuck back here for a couple. If I just had some goddamn columnium and some goddamn unobtainium, I could just make this shit, but that shit won't be discovered for, you know what I'm saying? It's
I believe you could do it. You a genius.
So a nigga knowledge is like useless. So a nigga like, I want to know the future for what? You can't use it now? Why would you want to know the future?
You ain't got the resources.
See, I'm gonna tell you why it's impossible to know the future. Because knowing the future changed that. If I knew what was gonna happen, that ain't gonna happen no more. So now I don't know what's gonna happen. And then I find out what's gonna happen again, then that ain't gonna happen no more. Because now I know what's gonna happen. It's just like saying I was gonna get shot in the morning, but they couldn't tell me I'm gonna get shot in the morning, so I'm gonna go out there and get shot. Right. It didn't happen. Directly related to the fact that I knew it was gonna happen. Yeah. Now I don't know what's gonna happen. So damn, I need you time machine again to find out what's gonna happen. Oh damn, I'm gonna get ran over by a bus, so I'm gonna get ran over by the bus. Cause I know I'm gonna get ran over by a fucking bus. Why would I let myself get ran over by a fucking bus? So if you got knowledge, I don't give a fuck how what you call that shit, above reproach, all that, man, something like dick, nigga. If you knew some shit was gonna happen bad, and you can fucking stop it from you and the people you love, you gonna fucking stop it. You don't give a damn about no time rules and all that shit, nigga. This ain't Star Trek, nigga. You tell me I'm gonna die tomorrow, nigga ain't gonna die tomorrow. Oh. Unless I'm going the natural way. I can do about that. But if you say, oh, nigga, if you go outside, you gonna die. Well, go outside then.
I'm gonna say right here is what I'm gonna do.
Even if I don't believe in what you're talking about. Even if there's a small chance. Because I'm a math ass nigga. That's why I know it's fucking intelligent life and all the rest of that shit. It's just, it's just math. Yes, things you be having all them arguments. I don't give a fuck, nigga. You can't argue with a number, folks.
How do you keep your brain sharp? Like literally knowing all of this information, like you playing these video games.
You still the sharp still. You got your brains to sharpen brains. So like I'm saying, it's communication. I'm telling you, communication is the key.
Yes, sir.
I pride myself on communication because if you can connect with somebody, that's true communication. Words are just like a tiny ass, little bitty ass, infinitesimal, small ass part of communication. Yes. It helps, but
we got this.
Text somebody all day and why don't y'all get mad? Straight misunderstanding because you reading that shit in you're saying you watch shit, still got a groove bag on, you fucking, did that nigga just, you know what I'm saying? No, I didn't. If I would have been talking to you and looking at you, you wouldn't even misunderstood the shit. There ain't nothing wrong with texting, but I mean,
Yeah. It's not it.
This is the problem. The written word, it's the reason when you read old books, it's so fucking overly descriptive. Because it's wrote down. If a nigga just tell you the facts, nigga, that ain't no book. That's a motherfucking manual. If a nigga want to try to get your attention, he got to make a way you feel like you're in it and conversating. So he has to make a descriptive ass way of describing it. Yeah. That's fucking poetry and verse and shit. It's wrote down. You read it out of a book. You got to feel like you want you to feel. Then you got an actor. An actor don't have to be as overt as the written word. But if you acting on stage, you gotta be overt because you getting your way out there.
Oh, yeah.
Then they got movies. Y'all can be more subtle. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All the way down to like nigga just, what I'm saying, reality shows. Nigga, I ain't gotta do shit. Just, turn
because you can engage the senses in those different ways.
It's just that you get niggas interested in anything, like a little piece of paper. That they say worth money, a little piece of paper.
Yeah.
You trade these little bit. At least back in the day when they had coins and shit was made out of the shit. I got gold coins, silver coins. Yeah, that shit worth something. It's the actual shit.
Now they can't find coins.
You might have you make what I'm saying. Look, I coined out a nickel and shit.
Yeah.
The penny worth more than any of that shit. It cost $1.50 to make a penny.
Yeah.
But fuck you, gonna cost $1.50 to make some shit. If I had a whole bunch of pennies, the way the fuck I roll them up, nigga, what you need to do is find a machine that can stretch them and stretch them out, because it'd be worth twice as much if you go and sell it for copper as opposed to fucking a penny, because a penny's actual substance is worth more than its face value. It's worth a penny in trade, which ain't really worth a penny, but it's the actual $1.50 worth of fucking copper.
Man, how do people know that?
You discovered time.
How do people know that, man?
Because you can just look in the paper. Copper is trading at this much.
Yeah.
It's this much copper in a penny. This shit worth more than a penny. What the fuck? Like, for example, I always laugh because remember when the gas went up to like $6, $7?
Yes.
Okay. Why you still charging me more for premium when premium is cut, like with ethanol? They cut it with they make it thinner and burn. You know what I'm saying? So technically, the cheaper gas, the 87 and whatever, the 85, whatever the fuck it is, should cost more because now gas is so fucking high. The pure gas, whether it's more efficient or not, is technically worth more fucking money because you can take the pure gas and cut it.
Never thought about that.
Because gas high as fuck. But why are you still charging me more for the cut shit? Because in our minds,
we don't know no better.
No, 89 better than it worked better in the car. My point is, a nigga don't give a fuck about how much shit costs. He give a fuck about how much it inconvenience him. You know what I'm saying? And not having the money for shit, inconveniencing as fuck. So you know what I'm saying? If you got money for shit, nigga don't be giving. You ain't never know a nigga with money.
Yeah.
How much you got? Because you got some bread.
Yeah.
You got power to motherfucking control your environment, but that's how you get power in this motherfucker. Tesla just gonna give away power for free. That means no hunger, no starvation, probably no crime, none of that shit. We'll be at least 500 years. Minimum 250. More advanced than we are right now. Nigga would have had the iPhone. Nigga Ricky Ricardo would have had an iPhone. Nigga. Lucy, I fucking kill you, but City, call this bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
I just love that shit. And the nigga Eddie Murphy said, tell that bitch, Ricky. But you know what I'm saying? Like, we slowed down because motherfuckers is so either greedy. It's two reasons. Mm-hmm. Either you just greedy or you fucking scared and ignorant and slow. Either way, nigga, get the fuck out of here. Greed ain't what it is, and ignorant and slow get you out of our race chain, period. Get the fuck out of here.
Have some courage.
Hold us back. Evolve.
Have some courage. Do something.
But they ain't scared. They greedy. Let me tell you why.
Why?
One time I was looking at, I ain't gonna say that corporations be doing this because they do, but I ain't gonna say that. But what I'm gonna say is this. I'm looking at some Superman shit one time, and the nigga Les Luthor, genius. He had the cure for like, I don't know, cancer, AIDS or something, cancer. But it was like, oh yeah, he was like, no nigga, what you're gonna do is find a way to make my cure that I made up into a treatment. Go down there and water this shit down. This is a cure for cancer. We're not selling that. We're gonna sell a cancer treatment to help people manage their shit over time. Because it's only so much I can sell you one shot or one pill for. I mean, even if it's fucking $1 million, I mean, come on, bro. But get what? I can make 10, 20 million off you and your insurance, goddamn, just give you some shit that's barely keeping your ass alive.
That's sad. It's sad. The prices of medicines right now have gotten so exorbitantly high. It's ridiculous. The price of
majority of all like powers that be indiscretion that they don't want to talk about that they had, or a fucking social type of disgrace type thing happened because of a need. For example, load out of England, come over here. The Indian be like, oh, yeah, have some maize, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, it's just kind of remind me of corn. Make some big ass corn. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you can eat a turkey, blah, blah, blah. We cool. Bow, get the fuck out of my land. You know what I'm saying? Hold up, pimp. First of all, we don't believe in owning land. Second of all, if we did, we were here.
Been here.
You know what I'm saying? That's why that bitch name was Miss Zimmerman or whatever in history and shit. We gonna tell me Christopher Columbus discovered America. False. Because goddamn, number one, it's called America because of American Vespucci. Number two, Leif Erikson came before him. Number three, niggas and goddamn Indians, niggas in Asians came over here anyway from Africa and Asia, and then shit something, and then mixed together, and you got Mexicans and all the rest of that shit. So what the fuck you mean you
said that in class?
Not like that, but I'm saying, I was just like, my point, that's why I said he did discovery. I said, I put false, and then up under there because I knew the people were going to say it wrong. He conquered it. She disagreed. I disagreed back. She disagreed. I disagreed back. All right, cool, whatever. I told her, I said, if I would have come over your house, kick your motherfucking door in and lay everybody down that motherfucker, I said, just like that. The judge ain't want to hear about no goddamn manifest destiny. And then I walked out. That was 10th grade. And she ain't never like that shit. So I did some asshole shit. And Miss Zimmerman, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Goddamn, watched some shit on Hitler one day. And then she had left out of class, came back in, and me abusing my goddamn, when you asked me how I knew my voice was, you know what I'm saying? Abusing this shit. I had everybody do the high Hitler to that bitch. And that's, you know, her heart almost brought out her chest.
Oh my God.
Zimmerman.
This was high school. This man had the whole class.
Shawty just walked out. So me and my homeboy sitting there laughing. My homeboy got down, Cordell, he passed away. Cool ass nigga and shit. Laughing like, what, like 10th grade or whatever. They bitch done walked out. So, we don't even, I ain't even know, I thought bitch had to go back and piss again or something. So, goddamn, she came back in. Do not ever do the Heil Hitler sign. Shit, why not? You know what I'm saying? If a motherfucker goddamn come kick your door and take your house and he goddamn put his hand as is he house, he ain't saying nothing about no Hitler. Give a fuck about that shit. Because I was looking at it like shouting. For all I know, if you want to lie about that, you can lie about that. I don't give a fuck. How the fuck I know? I don't know what the fuck happened before I was born.
Yeah.
I don't know what happens. Shit happens since then, but I try to remember it. If you got a motherfucking brain, use it. No memory is perfect because memory is affected by emotion, all kind of other shit. As a matter of fact, eyewitness testimony is the worst fucking evidence you could ever have, which is why cameras, why so many niggas in jail is supposed to be in there. But you know what I'm saying?
Sad.
Like 15 cameras, nigga, you know what I'm saying? You want to see the goddamn VR of it, nigga, we got you dead to right. Just go on and stop tripping.
That's you.
So, we can get you probation. But anyway, my point being, you can't really get away with, that shit. So it's like, you're going to have to come with some new, you know what I mean? You got to step it up. So that's why you have motherfuckers turn from like just robbing shit and all that shit, hacking and all that. But then that make an industry. Motherfuckers make computers, come half of them niggas start out as hackers. One of Bill Gates, I think it was either one of Bill Gates' homeboy, but I think it was one of Steve Jobs' homeboy. Motherfuckers just pick up the phone and go, make that shit die for free.
That's crazy.
Oh God, not wait. Make that shit die for free.
Let me get you a water.
But it's like, cause the phone used pitches when you hit the key, beep, 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 when it first came out. That's a pitch. Certain you had perfect pitch, so all you had to do was whistle that shit. And then the niggas made a machine that could do it called, I think it's called the box or the black box or something. What's that Bill Gates? Fuck! Y'all niggas need to Google this shit. Just, I'm just here to goddamn spot you goddamn. Ain't no goddamn encyclopedia. But anyway, the machine was like the first little hacking tool, really. And that shit became extremely illegal by the government because you can do shit. It ended up being like a code box that, from the way that they described this shit, I can read between the lines. That shit did a hell of a lot more than goddamn dial telephone. These niggas are rich as fuck. Microsoft computers, blah, blah, blah. Motherfucker, look at it like this. Apple is the second most profitable company in the world under Exxon. Matter of fact, their lines is like this. Sometimes Apple is the most profitable. But Apple don't employ, you know how many niggas work for Exxon? That's a lot. That's where most of the gas come from. Way more than Apple. Apple got like 2,000-3,000 employees. It's like a building in fucking whatever. Seattle, whatever. You know what I'm saying? The niggas ain't like, you know what I'm saying?
Circular.
But see, they said, you know what? We done fucked the company off. Got rid of Steve because it was Steve's fucking company. Steve was the Edison. Wozniak was the fucking Tesla. But instead of Edison murking Tesla, he joined up with him in that case. He said, nigga, I don't give a fuck how you make that shit work. Just make it look like this right here. This shit pretty as fuck. You see that shit look? Shit. Niggas was hiding their computer because of a big ugly ass joint. When you got a Mac, you like, nigga, look at this shit.
Yeah.
You can see the inside of that shit. That shit tight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, shit was tight.
Yeah.
He understood what you see influences you, even on shit you need. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, them crowd got down and get the blinded you. You know what I'm saying? Like my homeboy told my virtual reality, they're gonna take over your mind. I said, nigga,
what?
It's an LCD TV screen focused through 2 lenses. Nigga, you been watching TV. It's just smooth up. TV been fucking your brain up. You mean virtual reality ain't gonna fuck your mind up. What you talking about, man? But anyway, fuck me. I do my job, you know what I'm saying? I interpret what I feel. Most times, listen, I ain't no butt-inchky ass nigga. I don't really be telling niggas, you always tell me, because you asked me, nigga. I swear to God. Most of the time, you hear me talking. Somebody ask me a question. Most of the time, motherfuckers tell me about my business, or you let you ask me a question. I mean, I ain't gonna be rude, but I'm saying, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, well, you do all them verses? Yeah, I didn't call them niggas, they called me. When niggas ask me to talk, that's when I talk. So I'm assuming I'm helping, serve a need or a want. I'm not goddamn forcing my shit on niggas. So that's why I was saying, like, you spot a motherfucker, you don't goddamn get in there and get too forceful, you know what I'm saying? Because that's not for you to do.
Gotcha.
You hear, just like, I'm my brother's keeper. You're supposed to try to help a nigga do what he's supposed to be trying to do, or what he want to do, or what he trying to do, not what you want to do. It ain't gonna fuck what you want a nigga to do. Why you don't supposed to want a nigga to do that thing? Unless you want him to do something for you. But just say you want to do something for you. They can do it or they don't. All that extra shit. Yeah. It's some bullshit. Nigga be talking about, oh, it's 8/16. No, it's not, nigga. It's a half. Just say 1/2.
Yeah.
Why you gotta say 8/16? How many times 2 going to 8? How many times 8 going to 8? 1. How many times 8 going to 16? 2. It's a half. That's as low as you can get. Least common denominator. I understand a half way more than 8/16.
Just say that. Well, you want to be fancy,
half,
you want to decorate.
How much is it? All about 8/16 something? Man, come on, Spock. It's fucking half.
Yeah.
Half.
Yeah.
Hey, to my 8/16. 8/16 is my nuts. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. So motherfucker try to make the shit like convoluted, saying the same thing, actually the same thing, trying to trick you into come with different answers. But I'm telling you about me. I understand all the different ways you could possibly add that shit. A couple of you don't because you fucked it up. But you can't just keep asking me or telling me the same. Number one, if I give you an answer about some shit, that's the answer, nigga. Don't ask me, boy. Ooh, boy. I'm gonna either say yes or no. You're not gonna fucking convince me, period, once I said that. If it's yes, yes, no, no, nigga, you don't like the answer, I have no fucking questions. But my thing is this. You cannot try to exert your influence over other people too much. Whatever influence you have over other people, they give you. But let them give it to you. Once you start trying to goddamn take shit that's supposed to only be given, that's when you know what I'm saying? That's when you got to goddamn duck trunk, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's a soundbite for your motherfucking ass right there. Do not try to take shit that should be given.
Yeah,
it's
why
big
the fuck you don't take some shit that they already give you? It's just like when niggas go to a party or something, and they got like a big buffet and you eat much you want to, and people stuff shit in their pocketbook. They gave it to you, but you could just say them get a little plate. Yeah. It was free in the first place. Why you hiding it in your pocket? Just nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm called niggerizing. When you get your car or something, then you put some ugly ass rim on it. You like, nigga, tell you something about you drove about that goddamn color. That's how you talk. You drove that goddamn color. That car went down by goddamn half again. Put them goddamn nigga ass rims on there. You ain't gonna goddamn, you gonna owe them some goddamn money, boy. You know what I mean? That's how you was. True. That motherfucker right there, boy, my Uncle Doug, man. That's his right there, boy. Gutter with it. But, you know, smart as a motherfucker. So, you know, I came up around a lot of people that just, you know, niggas might have been street as hell, niggas might have been country, whatever the fuck, but none of them niggas done. So, back to your original question, when we started Dungeon Family, see, I always go 360, like that, don't you?
Yes.
I had one requirement for my goddamn 2500. No ignorant shit, bro. We just ain't gonna be no dumbass, you know, nah. I don't give a fuck what you doing, gangster, whatever. You comedy, I don't give a fuck. Just don't be ignorant with that shit. Like, don't put no shit down. That's you know, just, you know, a disgrace to hip hop. That's all I had. Other than that, shit, turn that motherfucker on, let rap.
Get active.
And then, you know what I'm saying? I just talk a lot. Like, see, I said, you have like 2 questions. I've been talking like 3 hours.
Man, I appreciate you.
So what
are you talking about?
So I like to talk. So that nigga Rico was like, yo, like, Ray was doing a beat. I'm like, talking about whatever. He like, man, you do that shit on Outcast album. The way you be talking, the beat be going, that shit kind of tight. I'm like, what the fuck you talking about?
Yeah.
You just talking on beat. Nigga, I rap. You know what I'm saying? I do a break on that. Okay, man. Push on the shove, everybody know about this story, come told 1,000 times. Rico said I had operated under the American system too long. I said, okay, bam. I did like a definition of Outcast, wrote that shit. Just wanted to say it slick or whatever. Round to real Dr. Facts at the end, just on some cool shit, just let nigga know which real nigga. Yeah. And the next thing, no, you're supposed to work for it. No, nigga, no.
I'm a rapper.
That's why nigga, I like, nah, nigga, I'm an MC, nigga. I ain't know none of that. No, fuck nigga. I ain't, don't try to, you know, box me in.
Yeah. Let me transition
I ain't
over
no goddamn poet. I'm not a spoken word artist. I'm a lyricist. You know, I don't give a fuck what kind of lyrics it is. You want to write a country song, that motherfucker, we'll write that motherfucker. If it's lyrics and a song, I don't give a damn what kind it is. I might can't sing it, but I can damn sure write it.
Now, when you talk about writing and being a lyricist, like, what did you start reading that really just sharpened your brain to the point where you could spit out these words? I had to Google some of the stuff Rube be saying.
I just like words. Like, you know how some people are just really good with numbers or notes or their hands or whatever? Words, I can't explain it. It's like Legos to me. Like Lego, like say Lego. It's like when you say words, I can't help but like, it's almost like when you say words, they be like, and some of them connect with each other, and some of them don't. They go over there, and then And then if I'm actually thinking about it, them shits be jumping up. It's kind of like they always in my peripheral in the first place. You remember on the Avenger when they got there, he was like, "You got to get mad." He said, "See, that's what you don't understand. I'm always mad." He took to the hole real quick, and then punch they got their alien out. Yeah. That's how it is. Like the words is like in my peripheral all the time. I just have to try to do this shit the fucking way. Like, especially when you're talking to me. That's why I be like, man, don't say no dumb shit to me because it just fills my brain up with one that shit floating in front of me. Like, leave me alone. Like for real. Like you know, your song stuck in your head. I get words stuck in my head. I start fixating on like different ways you say it, what it mean, where it come from, what rhyme with it. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. So, you know, I just like words. You have a passion for words. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your words. I appreciate your appearance. Yeah. Well, I mean, goddamn, the time I came over here, you remember you let me shoot a video in this motherfucker? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Siri, guys, in the penthouse. Charlie said, that's not nice. Hey, Siri, call some hoes. Man, crazy. I appreciate you for real. This has been Big Rube with Dr. Erica Jones, the Art of Transition podcast. Man, it's been such a pleasure. I appreciate you having me.